Is this going to work? Okay. First of all, thanks to Lithop and thanks to Alice Blue and for putting this on. It's great. And thanks for friends and family coming out.
Yay for our team!
Height adjustment.
Tall enough for you?
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to read 3 pieces of flash fiction. These are all in the chapbook collection coming out from Alice Blue. It's called Typewriter for the Superior Alphabet. And these are all in the form of found documents. First one I'm going to read is the title piece. It's called Typewriter for the Superior Alphabet, and it's in the form of a letter. From Elias Morgenthau, President, Ellipsis Typewriters, 10 Foundry Way. To Dr. Patrick McKay, PhD, care of McKay Transformational Linguistics Institute, regarding prototype. Dear Dr. McKay, I regret to inform you that we have misapprehended the difficulties in implementing the typewriter for your revolutionary new alphabet. You make a compelling argument that a representation of language drawing on all 5 senses will surely vanquish the paltry system of 26 letters, 9 numbers, and various punctuation marks found on the modern keyboard. I believe the proper fulfillment of your design will create a typographic piano capable of rendering obsolete the lexicographic kazoo dubbed word processing. But alas, the labyrinthine complexity of your system underlies both its strengths and its impossibilities. I am left devastated by the implications for your life's work and my own. Our firm has designed and manufactured typewriters for over 100 years, but I fear I am the last Morgenthau to serve as its custodian. My forebears built the first instrument capable of typing musical notation and devised an elegant system for producing more than 2,700 Mandarin characters. Reversing the declining fortunes of the printed word requires bold strokes and unstinting dedication, but I find myself stinted. Consider the implications for the use of feces. The Vulgate term batshit crazy is indeed rendered multidimensional by the application of actual guano, but the materials constitute a miasmic stench even in their desiccated form. The addition of moisture for adherence to the page results in spatter that impinges upon neighboring characters and introduces unforeseen health hazards. Are you aware that raccoon scat contains a parasitic agent that turns the human brain to the cranial equivalent of Swiss cheese? It might have been possible to work out the kinks if you could have made even one progress payment. Even without remuneration, I have kept my people working overtime, funding them from my own pocket to get the ball rolling. Perhaps the ball rolls even now, just as the earth turns, without our perception of its movement. I assure you that our efforts have resulted in considerable progress. Metals, cobwebs, and blood present no challenge. I fully understand the desire to utilize illuminated neon letters, even if the method of applying the electrical charge to the stricken character awaits perfection. This proves especially difficult when adjacent characters are typed in flammable materials, but I take it on faith that specific nuances of expression will indeed require both argon and gasoline. We pursue the use of cloud, fog, and rainbow with considerable vigor, as their essential nature to poetry is obvious. But vapors and pure light dissipate like our time on earth, refusing to leave their mark. My unimaginative progeny have applied financial, medical, and legal duress, and I must now cease and desist. As stipulated in the contract, we will hand over all works in progress currently housed in the mothballed high school football stadium, rented when it became evident that our own premises were too constrained to house the device. The exchange of materials can proceed upon payment of the outstanding balance and your assumption of the facilities lease or transport of its contents. My accountant and eldest son informs me that the full amount is required, as our establishment faces insolvency. Like art, grace, and tradition, I yield to the realities of progress. I wish you good speed with your pioneering endeavor. To represent continued hope, I have signed my name with blueberry, macerated cigarette butt, and a dollop of magnesium, although I'm not at all sure I have yet mastered the translation to your superior alphabet. Yours, with warm regards and fondest regrets, Elias Morgenthau, President, Ellipsis Typewriters.